It's the rock star, Mr. Rock Lokester in the building, man, aka Muhammad Speaks, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button and get subscribed up, man, because y'all already know, man. I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the raw truth, so help me God, man. So today, man, I got two stories, man. We're gonna talk about illegal drugs in the penitentiary, man. And these two I'm gonna talk about, man, at the end. I was at work today, and I'm chopping it up with one of my homeboys from Ferguson, DJ, and we was talking about, we were talking about one of the homies that lost their life. So, we're gonna talk about these illegal drugs that goes on in the penitentiary, man, and how you gotta be careful. These are two fatalities I'm finna talk about, right? So it's like everything that's out here in the free world, we have in there. Everything. We got real females in there, because 80% of the laws that work on Ferguson is females. So it's females everywhere. We got white girl, SEG, it's usually SEG that had a brown. SEG usually had a brown, and that's back there because a lot of the older Mexican gang members, that's how they rock out. They rock out on the brown and shit. So population, we got a lot of man, we got the Doty, five Doty. Right before I left though, them boys got bad on that cake too. Like yeah, zombie land. White girl, that raw, I'm talking about, man, look, it's going down, man. So, hey, one day, this was after I got snitched on about the wine, right? So, they put me on the broom, right? So, I got a partner named Memphis. He a folk, right? So, we working, right? We working together. Well, actually, he working the four corners with me. I'm working the four corners. The four corners is population all the way up the hallway, IJKL. So he come up there to help me, right? So we in the day room, it's finna be breakfast time, right? So he tell me, he like, man, I'm crashing. So I'm like, you crashing? He talking about he finna do something stupid? Because if you finna do something stupid, I'm finna get off the block. But no, he say, man, I've been up for like 3 days. I say, what? What the hell you mean? How you do that? What is you doing? He say, he been snorting meth. So, mind you, I have never seen meth in my life to this day. I didn't see it. I still have never ever seen it. He was like, man, I gotta go hit me a couple of lines. I'm finna go down and run. I was like, all right, go ahead on. I'll let you know if the law come on the block. He go down and run. I'm like, yeah, that's how I go down in the penitentiary. We got everything in there. Everything. But I'm gonna tell you about that curse. So I was on G Block. It was an SA Tongo. I want to say he was Houston Tongo, named Nieto, right? So it's visitation time. I can't remember if it's Saturday or Sunday. I want to say it was Saturday because I want to say we was watching football, right? So me and Nieto, we wasn't friends or nothing like that. We just, in passing, hey, what's up? That's it. That's it. He was real cool with my homeboy Blue Jay though, right? So he go to visit. So when he come back from visit, right, he go over there, go sit with his partners and shit. And my boy Blue Jay get up, go over there. So when Blue Jay get up, because that's the homie, right? He get up, go over there. So, look, make sure, everything's straight. But I see Nieto like, right? I don't pay no attention. I'm like, well, so when Blue Jay come back over here, we talking and shit. He like, man, I think something wrong with Nieto. I was like, what's up? He say, man, he keep going like, He said, I asked him, man, you all right? He was like, yeah, he good, he just need to go to the cell. And I was like, all right, hey, shit, it is what it is. So they roll the doors, he go to the cell, him, couple partners, they go up there, go to the cell, right? So an hour or so later, we just hear a bunch of commotion, a bunch of hollering. Boom. We see, I actually went on with Big John, right? And there was another one. We see him running down the stairs. They both got a leg, and Nieto got his arms over their neck, but he out of there. He out of there. So they hollering, open the CCO, open the door, open the door, open the door. So they run them out. Boom, they run them to the infirmary, right? So they get to the infirmary. They asking them, what's wrong with him? So Big John and them don't want to say nothing, right? They don't want to say nothing. Big John and other dude that's with him, they don't want to say nothing because they feel like they going to get smoked if they say something because they snitch. Right? So when it's finally like, he out of there, he out of there, they tell him, yo, in visitation, well, they didn't tell him visitation. They told him, yo, he swallowed some balloons with raw in it, So once they figured that out, right, they tried to save him. But it was too late. And the thing is, what the nurses said, because, the nurses there, they go to crying and shit. They be emotional. They everybody can't take seeing bodies. You see what I'm saying? They emotionally cry, and they saying they could have saved him if when they brought him in there, they would have told him, look, he's ODing. He's ODing. He swallowed some raw, and the balloons busted, and he's ODing, right? R.I.P. Nieto, man. Any way to get it in, man. That's how the penitentiary operate. Any way to get it in, man, to get whatever it is you need to get, man. Y'all make sure y'all jump in them comments, man. If your homie, your partners was going through that, would you just go on and tell them, like, yo, this is what's going on to save his life? Or will you be so scared that they gonna say, man, you shouldn't have never said nothing, you snitched? Because maybe if he survived, then maybe it's gonna be an issue, because they're gonna say, yo, you snitched, they wouldn't have never knew if you didn't say nothing. Crazy logic, right? What y'all think about that logic? But that's why they didn't tell him until the last moment that, yo, this is what happened. This is what's going on. Save my homeboy. Save my homeboy. Smash that like button. Get subscribed up. So I got one more, man. The homeboy Bay, man. So the homeboy Big Bay, that's a lot of y'all, if y'all from Dallas, y'all probably familiar with him. That's Baby Cash, one of his Baby Cash's fall partners, right? So Big Bay, he come over there to Ferguson. He got an L too. I want to say he got a capital L. So I think they gave him life without parole, right? So I want to say he got caught with a banger to go to SEG. I can't remember why he ended up in SEG. It's the homeboy from 5-7. Right? I don't know how he ended up in SEG. But, I don't know. So, a banger is a shank, by the way. So, anyway, he in SEG, right? So, when he get in SEG, he get on that raw real bad. So, mind you, like, when we drive here, SEG got everything, right? Because, like I said, you got a lot of the upper echelon, high-ranking gang members, Mexicans and all that in SEG. So, they got the work. But so he get on that raw real bad, right? So SEG is a dirty place, and I'm not talking about dirty nasty. I'm talking about the games that get played back there, the things that go on back there. SEG, you think that our world up in population is bad, and that they are different, where we like, what? Y'all doing that back there? Damn, I ain't, what? So anyway, man, he get on the raw real bad, right? So he tried to get him some raw. Now, I don't know if he if he messed over somebody, I don't know what the issue was, but so when they get the raw, they usually cut it with aspirin, right? That's how they cut it, right? Whoever he got that raw from, what they did was they took a light bulb, and you take that piece off that light bulb, and they broke it open, and they scraped all that white stuff up out of there. Boom, 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 boom. And that's what they cut the raw with, right? So they send him the raw. Excuse me. They send him the raw. He snorted. He lose his mind. He go crazy. Completely lose his mind. He was kind of off from the jump, but he completely loses his mind when he hits that, right? So he try to smoke himself, right? So they had him on the psyche valve, all that, right? So they finally ship him. Right after they ship him, he go to the next unit, and I guess they wasn't paying attention, and he murked himself. See, that's the dirty games that get played in the penitentiary, right? So even when you trying to go over here and you trying to mess with these drugs and stuff, people play dirty games. That's the type of dangers that go on. They gave that boy some raw with that stuff from the out the light bulb cut, and wasted his mind, man, and he took his life. That was the homeboy, man. I don't know what he did back there or what, man, but these are the dirty games. And this is why I say, and like Ferguson is just flooded with all of this. Everybody, this is flooded everywhere. And what you got to understand, when you got drugs like this, then you got people who's addicted to these drugs. They addicts. And a lot of these people will do anything to get that drug, right? Just like I hear they jacking in there. But just like it's consequences out here, there's consequences in there. The difference is you might can hide out, move to another city, whatever. In there, you can't go nowhere unless you done caught out and your reason is good enough to get shipped to another unit, right? Facts, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, get subscribed up, man. I got to go to Dallas in the morning, man. Y'all make sure y'all check me out, man, on Prison Stories 101, man. I'm gonna have another classic one coming out for y'all. I'm going up there tomorrow, man. And it's going down, man. Appreciate y'all time, man. Like I said, y'all jump in them comments, y'all get subscribed up, man. Y'all smash that like button, man. And I'll be back with another one.